Hello.
Hi. Let's introduce ourselves and then we will continue.
For sure. So, should I start first?
Yes, go on.
Okay. As you can see on the screen, my name is Vinita, and currently I'm connecting from Bangalore, and I hail
Hmm.
from UP, Mathura. And if I talk about my work, currently I'm running a startup named as Fluency.
Hmm.
In there, we are providing English sessions for learners, people who are struggling with English. We are providing one-on-one
Hmm.
session with the help of tutors. And people
That's
who are
great.
watching your content who are struggling
Hmm.
with English, they can definitely try. They can
They
take
should check.
demo session. Yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
And if I touch upon my education, I have done BTech from IIT Roorkee
Hmm.
in 2019. And then I worked with some startups and companies, and now I'm fully
Hmm.
focused on Fluentgeo.
That's cool. Well, my name is Roshan and I'm from Bihar. I
Mm-hmm,
recently graduated with English honors and currently
mm-hmm,
I'm working as a teacher in a school. And in my free time, I do YouTube and
mm-hmm.
talk to people like you, record my sessions and upload them on the internet. So this is pretty much about me.
Okay, where in Bihar?
I'm from Sivan. Like it's about 100 kilometer away from Patna.
Okay, I know Patna, but not Shivan. Now I know.
So,
Okay.
ma'am, how did the idea of starting this your
Mm-hmm.
own company, like, how did you plan it?
Okay. See, when I was in school or college, I struggled a lot with English. And the
Hmm.
major challenge I faced then was I didn't have enough resources and people
Hmm.
around me who could help me. And even if
Yes.
I couldn't access some people who could help me directly, and it was a big
Hmm.
challenge. So it took me a lot of years to become comfortable with English. Then I thought
Hmm.
maybe I should build something that can help
Hmm.
people. They can reach out to tutor, they can take one-on-one session, and before
Hmm.
now people can learn from a lot of platforms, and they can watch a lot
Yeah,
of
we have a lot
videos.
of resources. Hmm.
We have a lot of resources, but mostly you cannot learn English from YouTube. Spoken English,
Like it takes longer time. Yes, it takes
it
time,
takes a lot of
but
time. Yes, yes,
hmm.
yes.
Hmm.
You can learn a lot of things for sure. I do learn a lot of things from YouTube, from people around me,
Hmm.
but it takes a lot of time. Sometimes when you
Yes.
are a working professional, you are a student, college student, you don't have that much time. You want
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
learn.
Definitely.
And even if we have time, we don't want to devote that much time in English only. We have other things to take
Hmm.
care of. So I struggled a lot by myself, and I finally reached at the level where I could communicate effectively. So I
Hmm.
decided to start something where people can easily reach out to people. Okay, they can take sessions, they can have access to tutors who can help them practically, not
Hmm.
theoretically, practically. So that is why I chose this option, one-on-one sessions. It is highly effective, I feel.
It is effective, especially especially for those who wants to communicate and they want to speak English. And
Hmm.
uh, for the past 3 or 4 months, I have been receiving this question: How can I improve my language? How can I speak? So I always tell people that comprehending a language is like it takes 6 months. You can learn a language to comprehend within 6 months. You can, but speaking it takes practice and it takes a longer period of time than 6 months,
There
right?
is no timeline for it. You are right. I think it
Yes,
takes
there.
time, but there is no
Hmm,
timeline for it.
no
Six
timeline.
months or 8 months. It's up to you
Yes.
how much time you are giving
Hmm,
every day. For example, if I'm giving 2 hours, 3 hours to learn any language, I will learn
hmm,
faster. If I'm
definitely.
giving just 1 hour a week, then it will be a
Hmm,
difficult task for me to learn within few months. So it's up to the
hmm,
time. It is kind of directly proportional to the time and in right
hmm.
practice mainly.
Yes, and it also depends what kind of learner you are. Like some
Hmm.
people, uh, some people like in my case, I have never been a quick learner. Like it always took me
Oh.
longer time to understand all the subjects. But in case of English, I never saw it as a subject because I was interested in stories.
Hmm.
And how do you convince students? I want to know from your experience because I have seen and I have observed even in my school. that
Mhm.
people assume that English is a subject like maths, science, and they study it like in that manner.
Mhm.
So how
I
do
am
you
not
tackle
able
that problem?
to. Okay, convincing a student, there is no need to
Hmm.
convince. For example, if you have to learn, you have to learn. Because many
Hmm.
people, mostly people, they have already tried something. They must be watching a
Uh,
lot of content. They come to the
hmm.
platform at a final point. Like now I have to learn. I have to go
Hmm.
ahead with the practical learning. And I have seen
Yes.
great change in students. I mean, in three,
Hmm.
4 months, they have improved a lot. Now they are speaking confidently, they are connecting with people. So it's a very good
Hmm.
feeling for me.
Hmm. Like I was talking about my experience because I teach from 6th to 10th grade. So in that case, they are confused English, and especially
Mhm.
coming from Bihar, like now that internet has made it so relevant to everyone.
Okay, you are, yes, dealing with school students, then it might be difficult.
Hmm.
We are dealing with
Hmm.
college students and working
Yes,
professionals.
adults.
So they are very much
Hmm.
sure about that. They have already
Hmm.
tried. Now they are kind of frustrated. Then they come to the
Hmm.
platform, they start taking sessions. And you said about Bihar, more than
Hmm.
50% learners are from Bihar on our platform, Bihar and UP.
Hmm. That's
Yes, yes.
ma'am, how is your life in Bangalore? Like you are from Bihar, so I think there is not
No,
much
no, no.
difference
I
comparison.
told you, na, I'm not from Bihar. I'm from UP,
No, no,
Mathura.
no. You are from UP. Maybe I said it incorrectly, but Bihar and UP, the culture is kind
No,
of similar here.
no, no. It's not same. I
Like
don't
in
think
some
so.
extent, what I have
See,
observed.
okay, maybe this is what you have observed. I don't know about that part, culture is same or
Hmm,
not. But yes, in Bangalore, it is totally different. I have been living here for
hmm,
more than 3 years. Now I'm used
hmm,
to spending a lot of time here and I have few friends and I'm kind of comfortable here. I know some places and mostly I'm
hmm.
busy with work, so it's a good life here. Have you ever
Yes.
been to
You
Bangalore?
know, no. Like I have traveled to only Delhi, Kolkata, but never
Hmm.
to south part of India.
Okay. Are you planning to visit sometime?
Hmm. I want to visit South. It is
Mm-hmm.
in my bucket list. Hopefully next year, if I am able to save enough, I want to travel. Like for a month, I want to go there. Like I want to stay
Okay.
longer there.
Interesting.
And
Mm-hmm.
hmm, ma'am, I wanted to ask like why I was saying that Bihar and UP. UP
Mm-hmm.
is a big place, right? So that's why like I know some of my friends are from UP, so that's why I thought that our culture is kind of similar, and the kind of media
Okay.
we consume is quite similar,
Mm-hmm.
like UP and Bihar.
Okay, understood. So in that context, you were saying. Perfect.
Yes. And
Okay. Yes, yes. I want to know one thing. Why did you start this YouTube channel? What was the main motive behind it?
actually, I have always been a camera conscious person. So this was, I think, I wanted to, tackle in 2024. I wanted to get comfortable speaking and talking to a camera.
Mm-hmm.
And like where I come from, many people don't read for their pleasure, and they don't want watch kind of movies or TV shows that I watch. So I just wanted to talk about those here on this platform, right? So the
All right.
first I started in January this year, and I was
Mm-hmm.
doing it regularly, but I wasn't getting much views. But then I kept telling myself that I didn't start this channel just to get views. I just wanted to get comfortable. But one day
Mm-hmm.
I had a conversation with Santa ma'am. She's quite
Mm-hmm.
popular here in conversational community. So
Mm-hmm.
there I got this idea I can also upload my conversational videos.
I had
And
one
for the past
conversation, yes, with her.
Yes, she was really nice. And because of her, I got, this another idea that I can also talk to people here and upload it. And now I do a thing called Sasta podcast with my real life friends who can speak a few lines in English. I invite them and I talk to them.
Okay, okay, that's really interesting. And have you seen much difference in your personality after starting this channel?
Like I have become more conscious regarding how I speak, and I do review my videos if I'm talking to somebody. While I edit, I don't edit a lot, but sometimes while
Mm-hmm.
you are going through the video, I find some mistakes and see if I can make changes. And of course, I'm teaching in a school, so I have to get a good grip over my language.
Okay, and that's good. See, this kind of improvement, it's a good initiative for you. It will allow, it would,
Hmm.
sorry, it would add a lot of value in your personality. With time, you will see a great difference.
Of course, I can still see, like, for the past 3 or 4 months I have been doing it, but I can still I like uh yesterday I think I was talking to a guy from
Mm-hmm.
Nepal. He was from Nepal, and like you get to meet so many new people here. Like, of
Okay.
course, they are learning, but at the same time, you meet all these new people.
Okay. So, do you
So
enjoy meeting new people?
I won't say yes, but there are times when I do.
Okay, fair.
I'm not a kind of person who used to approach people. So
Mm-hmm.
in 2024, I have I have written to so many people. I have went to them and have to talk to them in real life, even to some of my friends whom I wasn't in contact with. Because of this channel, I'm going and approaching them and asking them whether they want to come here or not. So it's a quite new experience for me.
Okay, good luck with
Uh,
that then.
thank you. And what about your media preferences? We have talked about uh, your business, and I want to know, how do you entertain yourself? Like your
How do I
media
entertain
preferences.
myself? Are you talking about
Hmm.
what do I do in my free time?
Yes, you can say that. Like, what kind of movies, books do you read and watch?
Okay, so in my free time, I spend a lot of time in reading and in
Hmm.
gym. Basically, I don't spend much time on any social media platform, limited time on Instagram or Facebook. I do consume a
Hmm.
lot of content on YouTube, basically
Hmm.
podcast or some interviews. And if I talk
Hmm.
about interest, I'm much these days I'm consuming little psychological content. It kind of
Yes.
intrigued me. Yes. So
And what kind of books
in
do you read?
psychological, mainly psychological, business related books,
Hmm.
autobiographies, all this. And I can read any kind of book. I love to read. So no such preference, but these days I'm
Hmm.
exploring different kind of interests. Earlier I was into non-fiction, but this time I'm
Hmm.
also exploring fiction books.
Yes. And which one do you prefer? Fiction or
Mhm.
non-fiction?
My first preference would be non-fiction, but yes,
Hmm.
sometimes for the story purpose, if story is good, someone gave me good
Hmm.
review about book, then I would prefer fiction also. I keep asking for suggestions. Yeah.
Do you have any favorite books?
N- Not a single book, but there are many. Recently, I read this book, Verity. I finished this particular book in one day. It's a fictional book. So, yeah, it was very
Fictional.
lovely. Great story. Yes. And this time
And
I'm
what?
reading. Mhm.
Go on, go on. You were saying
I'm
something.
saying I'm reading this Power of Subconscious Mind.
I think it's a non-fiction, right? It's
Yeah,
about
it's a
how our
non-fiction.
brain
Yes.
functions. Hmm. And what about classics? Have you read any classics in fiction?
Classics? No, 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 no. I have
Hmm.
not tried it. Yes, no. I was mostly into non-fiction kind of books.
Hmm. Well, I like to read fiction. I prefer fiction. I feel like reading non-fiction, it takes a lot of effort. But when you are
Hmm?
reading a fictional book, you can read it anywhere, even while you are
Oh,
traveling or going anywhere.
okay. Can you give me
Have you
some
heard of this?
suggestions?
Sure, I would love to. Right now, I'm reading this one, Brave New World.
Oh, nice one. I will try.
Uh, but it's a very difficult one. I won't recommend it. I'll recommend to
Why?
read 1984 by George Orwell.
Mm-hmm.
If you can comprehend that one, because the theme, it's a the genre is dystopian,
Mm-hmm.
but it is very interesting. What is going around right now? It's very relevant. Our
Okay.
technology. It feels like whenever. Have you ever noticed that whatever we are talking, the ads, or it is on in Instagram, Facebook, or wherever we are going.
Yes, yes, you are right. Yes, it's all algorithm, I feel.
Hmm,
This is
hmm,
how
hmm. So
these
in that
applications
manner,
are designed.
hmm. So in that manner, 1984 is very relevant. It was written like in 60s, but still relevant to this day. And what about your YouTube? You talked about you like to consume podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your
Yes.
favorite? Who is your favorite here?
There is no favorite. If I like someone, if guest is good, if I enjoy watching the guest, then I can
Hmm.
consume that podcast. No favorite as such, but I do watch
Hmm.
Beer Biceps, Rashomani, and
Hmm.
Humans of Bombay. There are few channels,
Humans of Bombay.
and Jay
Hmm. What
Shetty.
about Jay Shetty? Yes, I think
Mhm.
Jay Shetty is from America, right?
Yes, I guess yes.
So, do you watch any foreigners, like, for example, Huberman, Joe Rogan, this kind of guys?
Andrew Huberman, I have consumed few podcasts. I got to know.
Hmm.
I keep watching some clips, so I take from
Yes,
that. And this guy, this famous channel, Diary of a CEO. Yeah, he is one of my
Diary. Hmm.
favorites. Yes.
Great. And do you want some suggestion from me, like books? I
Yes,
can
yes,
recommend you some
definitely.
fictional books.
Yes. Okay, you can send me some names. I would definitely give
Uh,
it a try.
all right. Should I talk about it right now, or should I send you the photos? Or
You can send me later if you want to talk about now. That's okay.
actually, this one I will talk about. Then I will send you the later on.
Sure. Okay, okay,
Have
definitely.
have you heard of Dostoevsky, Fyodor Dostoevsky?
No, no, I have never heard
Fyodor
about it.
Dostoevsky. He's a Russian author, and
Mm-hmm.
read anything from him. Crime and Punishment, The Brothers Karamazov, or
Mm-hmm.
you can try Notes from Underground. Like
Okay.
any of his books are really thought provoking, and like they are quite depressing, but at the same time, you you get to learn a lot.
Oh, that's interesting. I would definitely give it a try, but I avoid watching and reading some depressing content. I don't like it.
Last question, ma'am. Then we will wrap it up. Do you have any suggestions apart from books or movies by which the viewers can follow and learn this language?
Okay, see, this language has all the this all these four five verticals: reading,
Hmm.
speaking, listening, writing,
Writing.
all this.
Hmm.
So if they are beginner,
Hmm.
they can start to consume a lot of English content first, so that they
Hmm.
will have enough knowledge, enough content in their mind, and then they can speak it out. So with
Hmm.
time they can increase the complexity level. Okay,
Definitely.
they should watch relevant content, they should read
Hmm.
and listen a lot of content, and then they should
Hmm.
try to speak. There are a lot of suggestions for that, but I
Hmm.
would say they should connect with many people.
Yes.
They should
I
focus
think
on
talking is
speaking a
the
lot. Talking is
hmm.
talking should be first priority, of course.
Hmm.
And I would definitely suggest to join Fluency, of course.
Yes, they should check this out. Definitely.
Okay, but uh, other than that, I would say surround yourself with a lot of English first.
I think creating an environment is important.
Yes, creating an environment of English, and ask
Hmm.
for suggestions from the people who they can trust, because random
Hmm.
advice is available anywhere. Do this, do that. So
Hmm. Hmm.
ask for the advice from someone who has already tried this.
Hmm.
For
Hmm.
example, if someone is starting from zero, I would
Yes.
recommend to listen a lot of simple stories, simple English, then
Hmm.
simple, very simple books, school books type of books. Then
Short
when they,
stories.
yeah, they can start from very basic English, like basic sentences. And I
Hmm.
would also say don't get caught up with these mechanics, English mechanics, like we have to build a lot of vocabulary or grammar or
Hmm.
something.
Hmm.
It should come later. First, get
Yes.
comfortable with English as a
Comfortable.
language.
Hmm.
Then you can give it a try. You can advance yourself in grammar, vocabulary. Because many times what happens when they start learning, they first think
Hmm.
I should finish grammar first. Then I should learn some 100, 200, thousands of words before
Hmm.
starting speaking. But usually when you heard someone in past, did you notice they are using a lot of big words? No, right? Mostly people are
Hmm.
using normal words. So it is like
Yes.
how they are connecting those words together.
Constructing.
Yes.
Hmm.
So it
Constructing.
matters. Yeah, it comes with the practice. How you practice, how much you listen, how much you make efforts to talk. And I think yes, and they can also watch some videos on our YouTube channel. And
Hmm.
yeah, there I have just given some suggestions.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time. It was nice chatting with you. And if you ever want to do it in future, please let me know.
Yes, yes, definitely we can connect. And thank you so much for inviting me here. It was a lovely conversation. I got good suggestions about book. That's what I do. I keep asking for books. And thank you and all the best for your YouTube channel.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Okay, have a great Sunday ahead.
You too.